Looking at the squad, I think the replacing Justin Greaves with Jason Holder, that's a no-brainer. That is a selection that I would have gone with myself. Replacing Akeem Jordan with Jayden Seals, again, another good decision and something that I would have gone with. Where I have some concern is Zachary McCaskie, who I've paid attention to over the last year. I've looked at him in first-class cricket. And for me, even though Chanderpaul failed and was not necessarily in the best form in Test cricket, and the first part of our first-class season, I did feel Tage was coming on towards the end of the first-class season where he got 100 and a few other scores. So I'm not necessarily saying Tage would have necessarily made the trip, but I think for me, he still has to be ahead of McCaskie in the pecking order. Mikyle certainly deserves his spot, and I would have brought him as the opener. But certainly bringing two guys in McCaskie and Louis as two debutants in England. And if you look at our batting lineup overall, it's a very inexperienced batting lineup. I think if you take away Kraigg, I'm not sure if all the other players combined have played 15 Test matches. A number of them made their debuts in Australia. Where I would have gone a little bit different. And I know Brandon King, everyone's gonna say Brandon King would also be a debutant, but Brandon King is an experienced international cricketer. And it's my belief that, we have to think outside the box. If the only thing we're using to select teams, is statistics from a regional competition, then we don't need selectors, right? We need to look at the stats, for sure. But we also need to look at the players. We need to know which players are our best players. And someone like Brandon King would have certainly gotten in my Test squad ahead of one of those additional openers, because we have Kirk McKenzie, who, yes, he performed well at number 3 in Australia, but Kirk is an opener. He's opened all his life. He opens in first-class cricket. And for me, he was an option to open the batting. So that's where I would have slotted in someone like Brandon King. The other change that I would have made to the squad is Tevin Imlach. I would have brought someone like Shea Hope as the understudy to Joshua De Silva as a backup wicketkeeper, someone who could bat at number 6, someone who is largely regarded as the best batsman in the Caribbean. So I would have gone Shea Hope instead of Tevin Imlach as well. Otherwise, I think it's a good squad.